Evaluate using the order of operations. This should be extremely simple. 9 times 4, 36, plus 48 divided by 4, 12, and then minus 8 times 3, 24, and minus 6. All of that over 6. 36 and 12 is 48. 48 minus 24 is 24. 24 minus 6 is 18. Divide by 6, you should get an answer of 3. If you want to divide these two items here, these two expressions, on the top, you should come up with a common denominator all the way through, and 4, 3, and 2 will all go into 12. So just make a common denominator of 12 and then adjust the numerators accordingly. That would be 9, 8, and then 6. On the bottom, 8, 3, and 2. 8, 3, and 2 will all go into 24. So let's put 24 as the denominator for each one and adjust the numerator accordingly. That would be a 21, that's an 8, and this is a 36. So you can dwindle it down to just one fraction over another fraction. 9 plus 8 is 17. 17 minus 6 is 11. So we'll have 11 over 12. And then on the bottom, 21 minus 8 is 13. 13 plus 36 is going to be 49. So we'll have 49 over 24. That is the same thing as saying 11 over 12 times 24 over 49. When you divide by a fraction, you flip and multiply. Yeah. When you want to get these items up here, if I make the denominator for example, this one, 12, what did I have to do to 4 to get to 12? Multiply by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9. And then 3 times 4 is 12, 2 times 4 is 8, and so on. You have to be consistent throughout. So we're going to have 11 over 12 times 24 over 49. You can cancel 12 into itself once, into 24 twice. So it gives you 11 over 1 times 2 over 49. And when you multiply straight across, 22 over 49 is the reduced fraction, which would be your final answer. Absolute values. These are not ones. This does not mean 19 minus 101 and then plus 311 minus 41. These are absolute value brackets. The final result within those brackets must come out to be positive. Simplify them first. 9 minus 10 is a negative 1. And then plus 3 times the absolute value of 1 minus 4. 1 minus 4 is a negative 3. And then this one will stay the same. So go back through and simplify these. Absolute value of negative 1 is positive 1. And then here the absolute value of negative 3 is positive 3 times 3 would be 9. And then minus the absolute value of negative 2, which is just 2. 1 plus 9 is 10, minus 2 is 8. Simplify this as you go. We have 4 times the absolute value of this. This comes out to be a positive 4, so we'll just put 4 times 4. And then 3 times the absolute value of this. Negative 2 minus 3 is a negative 5. Absolute value of negative 5 is 5. And then minus the absolute value of this, so it'll be minus 5. So that's going to be 16 plus 15 minus 5, which is 31 minus 5. The answer should come out to be 26. For this problem, we're going to find common denominators on the top first, and that's going to be a 6. So we'll insert a 6 all through here. That means this one stays the same. That's a 3, and this is a 4. On the bottom, 4, 5, and 2, all of those will go into 20. So we'll put a 20 in here. There we go. And that would make the numerators 5, 4, and then 30. And that should be a minus sign in between here. Okay, simplify them. On the top, 3 minus 4 is negative 1, plus 5 is 4. So 4 over 6. On the bottom here, 5 and 4 is 9. 9 minus 30 is a negative 21 over 20. 4 over 6 is the same thing as 2/3. And we're going to multiply that by a negative 20 over 21. Flip and multiply. So we come up with a negative 40 over 63. And there's nothing more you can do with that. In this case, on your homework tonight, you'll be asked to just evaluate each with absolute values, but there's nothing different from this than what we've already done with absolute values. All you do is put a negative 2 in there, and in this case, a negative 6. So that doesn't change the purpose or the how-to of the problem that much. But in this case, the absolute value of negative 2, then you have to square that. And then for the absolute value of negative 6, square that. You'll come up with a positive 2 from this and square it. And that'll be a positive 6 here. Square that. So you end up with 4 minus 36, which is a negative 32. Insert one or more pairs of parentheses to make a true statement. So you have 3 plus 6 times 2 minus 4 plus 7 times 2 equals negative 7. But that is not the case. In order to make this true, you have to insert some parentheses. For example, you could insert parentheses here around the 3 plus 6 and try that and see if it works. If it doesn't, then insert them something else until you come up with a negative 7. So it's a guess and check type of thing. You could try this once and get the right answer. If you do, then you're very lucky. You could try it twice, still not get the answer, maybe 3 or 4 times. But if you're finished with the problem after this and you still don't have it working out right, then you have a choice to go on and keep trying or just to quit. Because some of these, it might take you 5, 6, or 7 tries to figure out where the parentheses go in this problem. So we could guess and check this to death, but the purpose of the problem is to just guess and then check. So we're not going to exhaust all of the possibilities here. But in this case, I can tell you that if you put parentheses around this and around this, then it should work out. It would give you 3 plus 12 minus 11 times 2. But follow the order of operations. That would have to be a 22 first. So you would have 3 plus 12 minus 22. 15 minus 22 is negative 7.